Hey guys, this is Car Concept. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the 1964.5 Mustang versus the 65 Mustang. More along the lines of what are some key differences. Let's start off with color. The 7 colors of the 64.5 Mustang were Guardsman Blue, Skylight Blue, Cascade Green, Phoenician Yellow, Twilight Turquoise, Pagoda Green, Chantilly Beige, and Pace Car White. While in 65, these colors were replaced with Springtime Yellow, Champagne Beige, Silver Blue, Honey Gold, Tropical Turquoise, and Ivy Green. The exterior differences are Sifting Scourge, which were on the 64.5 Mustang, while the 65 had more rounder edges. Another giveaway that you have a 64.5 Mustang are that in 65 they have hood moldings, while in 64.5 they did not. Another difference is the gas cap. While they both utilize the 3-notch system, the 64.5, there's no security cable. Let's check out the interior now. The easiest difference between the 64.5 Mustang and the 65 Mustang is the fact that in 64.5 the passenger seat was bolted to the floor, while in 65 it was bolted with the ability to move the seat forward and backward. In 64.5 they only had a heel pad and no toe pad, but in 65 both of them were added. In 64.5 for the fresh air knob it had 2 possible fan speeds, while in 65 they changed it to 3. In 64.5 the Mustang's door locks were color matched, but in 65 they changed them all to chrome. Another big difference is that on the instrument cluster on the 64.5 it had the letters G-E-N, which stood for generator, while in 65 it was changed to A-L-T, alternator. Under the hood, as stated above, 64.5 Mustang used a generator, while in 65 they switched over to the alternator. An unusual fact is the 64.5 Mustang dipstick was mounted to the passenger side and was unusually long. The Eaton power steering supply was used on all 64.5 Mustangs and early 65 Mustangs, but then switched over to the Ford power steering pump. Now let's discuss engines. The 64.5 Mustang had 4 engine options. There was an inline 6, 170 cubic inch pushing out 101 horsepower, the V8 260 cubic inch pushing out 164 horses, the V8 289 cubic inch pushing about 210 horses, and the V8 289 pushing out 270 horses, which was primarily used in the convertibles. The 65 Mustangs had a V6 200 cubic inch pushing about 120 horse, a V8 289 cubic inch pushing about 200 horses, a V8 289 cubic inch pushing about 235 horse, a V8 289 cubic inch pushing out 271 horse, and a high output V8 289 cubic inch pushing out just over 300 horses, and that was primarily used in the Shelby 350. So it goes without saying, as of now, no 64.5 Shelby has been found or revealed to be built. But some random differences while Mustang ads play. The 64.5 Fender Mustang logo went from 4 3/8 inches long to 5 inches. The body styles that came out in 64.5 were the coupe and convertible, while in 65 they had added the fastback and Shelby lineups. And finally, most importantly, in 65 they added a fancy wood grain steering wheel. If you found this video helpful, then drop a like and subscribe. Or, if you think I missed some differences that are important, please comment them down below. Until next time, this is Car Concept, driving off.